Yo, everybody, welcome to match 11 of the Mega Man X 100% tournament. We've got the quarterfinals coming up here. Walrus Prime versus poisoncurls. Gonna be a great race tonight. I am your host, Yonda Lash. Met here with Zam. What up, dude?
Yo, nice to be here finally.
Oh yeah, we're all excited. We've got some pretty good runners here tonight, as always. We've got Walrus Prime, king of MMX, current world record holder of 180% right now, clocking in a qualifier time of 35:05. Very, very impressive. We've got poisoncurls, our number 9 seed, with a qualifier of 36:24. Looks like we are getting ready to start. Just getting the countdown, and any second now. There we go.
And they're off.
Alright, the classic intro highway. Got a lot of running and mashing here. A few mini bosses. Nothing these runners aren't capable of taking care of. We've got Walrus Prime with the legendary 34:57 minute PB, and poisoncurls with the elite 35:57 PB. It's going to be a great race.
Walrus taking a couple bonks. The second beat could be pretty bad for him if he gets horrible luck.
Walrus gets a double passive B pattern.
Yeah,
Falls into the pit.
Basically the one pattern you can't do anything about. Everything else you're pretty much fine to just tank hits.
So Poison off to the early lead. Just by a few seconds. That was a good call from Walrus to take it safe, not risking any one bonk death strats or anything. Coming up to the Taskar strat, utilizing enemy tech for maximum velocity. Let's see what kind of ships we get here. Looks like both of our runners got some decent ship patterns. No running off to the left on us, running away. Here we've got...
We're getting a really nice vial. Walrus not that bad either.
That poison vial was just pristine.
Yeah, did he even have to take one step to get to X?
No.
That's pretty nice considering that like half of the time you do this stage he has to walk like 6 whole steps from off screen to get you.
Just sitting there reading a book like, come on, did you walk around the block yet? On to the first stage. The first stage of any MMX speedrun, aside from memes.
Yeah, we really need to get a like dashless 100% tournament going.
Oh yeah, that's something I'd sign up for. It'd be painful, but I'd sign up for it. Here we get the speed boots. Most important speed upgrade of the game. And really some of the movement tech that makes this game such a difficult speed game. Doing those constant attempted frame perfect dashes throughout the whole run to save as much time as possible.
It looks like both of them got some pretty clean slope jumps as well, even the turnarounds. Even though only one of them is pretty necessary just for the height, but doing them all as well as both of them just did saves a decent chunk of time as well.
Oh yeah, we've got Zam, Taskmaster of this game. He knows all the ins and outs of anything.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot about this game that I've forgotten.
Yeah, but you know, that's when you become a true master. When you can look at someone who's elite and say, I've forgotten more about this game than you've ever known.
Oh yeah, dude, the Clockwork Tourney, that'd be sick too, Conster. No, this is the hard part, trying to gauge who gets a better penguin, trying to count slides from 2 players at the same time.
Oh, I forgot to count myself. Usually I'm like, got my fingers going on.
Well, luckily the last couple slides they've both gotten one at the same time. Oh, and
Oh,
Poison
no.
takes a death!
On the final hit. Ooh.
Walrus with the big lead coming out of Penguin.
That's unfortunate. Penguin is the most difficult boss in the game. See him right away. Does 6 body damage.
Yeah, that kind of thing happens in pretty much every game where, like, you know, you're like 1 hit away from winning or anything like that, and you just kind of phone it in for the rest of it and end up losing. Oh, and Walrus gets right wall.
Oh,
Wall is free.
Oh, I hear that all the time, but right wall's free.
That's part of the meme.
Yeah.
So far, it looks like the rest has been pretty clean too. So that's well. I mean, I say that, and then the turtles happen.
Looks like Poison did get a good second fight, so that's nice. Not getting a million slides. He certainly has a lot of ground to pick up here, about a minute almost.
Yeah, he's like half a stage behind from that death.
Coming up to vertical movement. Nice turnaround gap jump there. Not easy. Vertical movement in this game is fairly difficult to do totally optimized. So it makes this climb very interesting, especially this part. We all know this part. What's it called again?
I think it's called No Ice.
No ice, yes. The no ice strats. I love how
little shaky toward the end, but Walrus gets through.
I love how almost every runner does the no ice strats with ice equipped.
Yeah. One of these days we have to flip the meta and actually not use ice there. Ooh, Poison getting first try iceless. Picking up a little time compared to Walrus.
It's gonna have to be chipping away all game to be able to catch up. Catching Walrus in the boss room. Hello. See you next stage. In a nice tango dance here. Dance into typically half or sometimes his entire health bar, somewhere in that range. That was a very long tango, very nice. Minimizes the teleport, saves the time. Poison's getting the RNG. The comeback looks like Poison's going for Chameleon third route. Wow. Get ready for a Phantom grab here.
Oh, we got it. That's
Wow,
really fortunate. That's like a fairly difficult trick to actually do, but he also got the luck to get a drop. And it was a big ammo, so he doesn't even have to worry about like losing time on this guy.
Getting the optimal Chameleon third strats going on.
There's for Bird third. That's fine too. They'll
very good route. The difference between the two routes time-wise is about 5 seconds with some RNG taken away as well. So the routes themselves.
Sadly, Poison's route has Chameleon last, so they'll converge quite a bit later, so it'll be harder to tell who's necessarily ahead for a little while.
The true sync will only happen once both players reach Dillo stage for the revisits. And that will be in about 15 minutes or so. So then we'll see exactly what's going on. Poison getting hung up by that floating platform that we rode across the stage. Even while you're flying on it, the platform is still trying to move like it's on its track. When you're flying on it, it even kind of changes a little bit when it hits those corners and changes which direction it's trying to move. But got past it fairly quickly.
Kind of a strange start from the fight for Walrus. So like a blue shot from the right.
Yeah, that was interesting. Oh, an Eagle giving Poison the business. Lots of dives here.
Yeah, and this fight is where Walrus will gain a lot of time compared to Poison. Because of these dives, and he'll actually have Eagle's weakness, which is Chameleon Sting.
When drops down and then rises up for another dive, that's the last thing you want to see from that boss. You got Walrus Prime getting ready to rip that magic carpet out of the ram.
Got the first Phantom grab. Can you get that sack egg?
Oh, 2 Phantom grabs this run.
We'll see if he can get the most important one later. The heart grab in Mammoth.
Oh, it's not a run without that grab, right? Saves all of like 0.2 seconds. Here we got Poison coming up to that heart grab after this booster upgrade capsule. Very important upgrade. Allows X to charge up every single weapon for new abilities. New speed tech. Kerplow, charging up, using it right away to get some bonus height on a jump.
Oh, misses a dash, but doesn't really matter that much. Just looks a little awkward.
Here we'll get Walrus Prime with his speedy eagle fight, taking advantage of the Chameleon third route, getting dives right away.
Dives right away, but Poison got the same pattern pretty much. But needing so many fewer hits, it's still way faster.
Failing the coin flip at the end, fired a shot to try and get an off-screen eagle kill, essentially eliminating one of the dives. But it is a true coin flip.
Yeah, Rage Cage Walrus took the Chameleon third route while Poison's opting for the more standard Eagle third route.
Fly through, Walrus getting for top route here, saves just a bit of time. Squeezing out every frame he can. As the king champ he is.
Alright, let's see if he's going for the wiggle. It's a pretty fun little task strat. Get the pink shot off screen a little quicker to get your full charge a little sooner. Ooh. He went for it, but he kind of like bonked the capsule a little bit.
And Poison Curls coming up to what is this hallway called? I just can't remember.
Well, he's using Tornado, so I don't know what this variant is called.
Okay. I didn't know what strat he would be using.
Walrus using some charge C-Sting to get through the rest of the stage nice and easy.
We've got the Paul Hart potential grab coming up from Poison Curls on the right. Goes for the speedy backup.
It's like Poison got another drop dash. That kind of ruins the strat a little bit.
He's going for those optimal as possible dashes. That very moment you touch the ground, always being careful. If you press dash just one frame too early, X is just going to be jogging there for a moment.
Alright, and Walrus going for the early Penguin revisit. So it looks like they'll be synced up once they're both in Dillo's stage for the second time going for the Hadoken.
Using some C-Sting to zip through these enemies and lower some of the lag.
Using some more C-Sting here so those purple guys can't bonk you and laugh at you.
Oh, and they laugh. They laugh. That is their secondary purpose. One is to try and get you. The next, to just sit there and laugh as you blow them up.
Yeah, the miners do the same thing. They snipe you and then laugh. So rude.
Poison Curls coming up too. Oh,
a little early going to the wall, I think. So that's the tough strat to call anyway.
It is. It saves a decent chunk of time. In the world of speedrunners, it saves about 8 days worth of time. I mean seconds.
Yeah, especially speedrunning this game is like 20 years.
It's like Walrus Prime nailing the Zan's hallway strat nicely. There was one little spot I got glitched out, but looked clean to me.
Poison missing the heart, but that's okay. He's got 4 more chances.
Making sure to, as he enters this boss capsule, to...
Walrus getting Paul Hart, but not finding the ladder.
As Poison jumped into this boss door, he was making sure that he saw that health pellet up above. You have to see that the sky behind the health pellet just a little bit. Yeah, we'll be visiting that spot on the 5th time. We'll receive the secret ninja capsule. Huddle. Nice boss fight. You get to freeze this guy. It's pretty convenient. He's pretty active otherwise.
Yeah, this fight, it's one of the few fights that are probably harder in the speedrun than casually. Because casually you just sit there, freeze him over and over, but in the run, you want to just hit him every time he's vulnerable, which gives him a small window of opportunity to do stuff in between times that he's frozen.
Poison Curls on the mini-boss rush. Going from mini-boss to mini-boss, wreaking havoc, taking out the Maverick Navy. And Walrus Prime coming up to Ooh, doesn't get a drop.
Kills the net with a ice sled though.
Surprise! I bought you a hat. Crush.
Kind of surprised that even kills them because they're already wearing helmets for safety. You should just slide right off, you know?
Yeah. Ooh, looks like we're getting some any percent strats for poison here.
What happened there? Did he just miss the charge tornado?
Yeah.
I was watching Walrus get the heart grab.
It looked a touch early. I was getting all excited because I thought it was going to be like a super optimal kill.
Tell Walrus to go make a hot pocket. I think he'll do that normally during the Dilla revisits. You don't usually have to pay a whole lot of attention when that happens. That's his calculated hot pocket time, if I recall.
Hot pocket. Yeah, that's a good strat. Make some hot pockets during the revisits. Replenish some of that ATP you used in the first 20 minutes of the run. The power molecule.
Both of them going into their final Maverick, but Poison does still have the Penguin revisit. I believe. I don't think he's gone there yet.
Right. This is another level where Walrus gets to get some time save. There's lag reduction, fast mini-boss kills going on for him. Doesn't have to worry about these fish. Those fish are pretty difficult to snake through.
I think you can still get eaten when you have Sea Sting, but you don't like take bonk damage from them. Yeah, it is quite a bit easier to get through.
Pretty optimal drop from Walrus Prime after that ship kill. Here on poisoncurls' side, we'll see him taking advantage of his charge ability, most likely, moving through the caves to prevent stoppages.
He did get a boomerang despawn, so he'll probably be on the lookout for a large ammo drop for the remainder of the stage, otherwise he's gonna have a more difficult fight.
Yeah, every boomerang is basically a potential avoided teleport by the boss.
Unless you get real fancy and like weave in buster shots between every shot until you actually feel safe. Oh, he grabbed a little one, but I think he still had rolling shield ammo.
Oh. That looked like a 9 bar to me.
Yeah, in this game, if you're on Buster and you pick up a weapon
Yeah,
or
that's
an ammo drop, it refills your ammo in weapon swap right order. So it'll start from torpedo and go all the way through. So boomerang is second to last.
But if your missiles are just one shot away from being full and you pick up a big ammo, just all of a sudden everything gets up and you're like, whoa, alright.
Oh yeah, that's another goofy glitch. Like if you have the weapon equipped, all the rollover ammo just goes to every weapon instead of just one.
Poisoncurls not getting a drop for the Phantom Grab. So no attempts for time save there. The runners are synced now, so Walrus has a substantial lead. Poison just has to finish this up, and then he'll be onto the Dillo stage for his revisits. And Hado, learning from Master Dr. Light. And that's one. We'll see 2 more dunks in the pit from Walrus before the hidden technique arrives. The winner of this race will be facing Colonel Fatso in the semifinals.
Poisoncurls slipping off the wall and having to go for the double Yoshi.
There's always the next race. This is a best 2 of 3 match here. Poison unfortunately not getting an extra life throughout his run or picking up the Eagle life. Gets one there. Probably was just knowing how much time he was going to have to save. I bet he was banking on the fact that he was going to pick up an extra life somewhere along the way.
Yeah, probably. It's also like hard to remember in the heat of the moment that you gotta just grab the extra one up from Eagle or something. So that one can be quite quick to grab with a boomerang, but only if you really remember that you need it at the time.
And Walrus with a 2540 capsule arrival. Very nice capsule time.
Poison coming up on his first visit here. Well, I guess technically second.
Nice visit. That was pretty optimal. Risque and optimal. I like it.
There we go. Finally gets the heart.
Walrus Prime using those bubble iframe strats. Misses the task sleep strat though, backs it up smoothly. Here we're gonna be like combining cutscenes and gameplay. We're avoiding a cutscene trigger here by touching the floor once the screen is scrolled up. So normally, anytime there's a text box, you cannot control X.
Oh, Poison having to use Fire Wave to try to kill birds and clipping through the cart and falling off into the pit.
Oh no.
I hope he got an extra life somewhere on his other visit, or he gets really lucky coming up, 'cause otherwise he's going through the first half of this stage again.
He's just praying for an extra life right now.
Oh yeah, he's just staying glued to the cart to make sure that he collects every possible drop.
Does not want to jump over those dudes and miss that extra life that he needs. Alright, here we go.
And no, that one did not count as a try for his Hadoken. You have to see like the far top right corner.
Ooh, so he's got 2 more revisits and then the capsule arrival yet? Or 1 more. I've been watching both runners.
Yeah, I think it's 1 more because he farmed for the 1-up that he needed, but then he lost it. So instead of getting the 3 deaths, he only got 2 good ones. And Poison just having fun with some Fire Wave.
It's a great weapon.
Oh.
Walrus taking some damage here. Either gonna have to get a drop or... Alright.
Getting that charge C sting off right before you hit the Met can be a little difficult.
Pretty tight window there.
Yeah, it's a lot easier in any percent when you get like a bit of an early lead on the charge right before the boss explodes. Makes the next section so much nicer. Difficult to do in 100% though, because for some reason, once you've hit the boss with the Hadoken, you can't start the charge.
So we've got Walrus Prime with a 1-stage lead on the end game, and he is past the soft lock point, so just has to clutch out or secure in the close out the victory. Those are the words I'm looking for.
Yeah, and this is one of the longer stages too, or Signal 1 is one of the longer stages.
Taking out Penguin before he can do any slides. It's nice that he always starts off with the same attack. However, there are 2 different RNGs that you can get. That was a nice ice shot kill by Poison. He knows he's behind. He's going for the most optimal task strats that he can. That was not him just giving up and not going for the skip. That was him going for the most boss version of the skip you can.
Yeah, that one's super cool.
This is actually the first time I've seen someone go for that in a run. Even runs that are behind, I see people still do the usual skip.
Walrus getting some pretty reasonable RNG. Opening Blue Eye.
Nails the 1 cycle. Kaboom! Man, I hated that boss as a kid. So many game overs. Dillo skip coming out by Walrus Prime. Nails it! Very nice, skipping past the trigger that is needed to spawn the boss.
I think his movement was just slightly slow there, so the spark didn't actually hit the guy.
It looks like we're gonna see some epic strats. The best strat in the game. Oh. Almost.
Walrus just showboating. Stand up Poison, hey, I know cool strats too. And I could screw him up too, just like you.
Quick little gold grab. Grab some gold. Fill that bar.
Ooh, gets the yellow.
And the look away.
Very important.
Cool people don't need to look at explosions. On to Octo. Pretty straightforward. Gets a high jump. And a frame perfect kill with high jump. I'm betting we'll see another frame perfect kill on Mammoth coming up here. Having the boss just jump down onto the Hado. You got the gap jumps coming up on poisoncurls side as well. Gets the frame perfect kill. Poison going gaps or no. Okay. This grabs the ladder and moves on.
Yeah, looks like he had some juice in the tank, so he doesn't have to recreate what happened earlier with a million dives.
Get out of here, Eagle. Your dives aren't welcome with our kind. The one-of-a-kind Cyborg X. Filled with so many interdimensional pockets. Walrus Prime on the final climb. Poison taking out Rangda.
Didn't get a chance to see if he was able to Hadoken one of the eyes, but not
He
too bad
did.
of a
He got
pattern.
one blue eye. It started with a green and then he got a blue eye. More frame perfect kills by Walrus.
Looks like he could be running up with a 35 without even needing to do air Hado on Chameleon.
Wow, that is impressive. Just a few more rolling shields to victory.
A few more rolling shields going across the screen both ways to blow the 35 though.
Technically, there is a soft lock potential that we are not going to see happen.
35-53 for Walrus. Air Hado
Wow.
for Poison.
Always tough when you have to PB to win a race, but not by much. That was about 3 seconds off of poisoncurls PB. Faster. Are we gonna see some chameleon sting strats? Ooh, nice spark dodge. It's only a 4-frame window to dodge that and involves throwing an optimal Hado and dodging it. Looks like Poison's watching the race. He knows what's happening.
Yeah,
He
it's
knows.
like he's just taking the L with a forfeit.
Good race. Very respectable time. Any 35 in a race setting is just amazing.
Especially when you could do a little showboating in there. Throw away some time for no reason, still get a solid time.
Alright, looks like we'll be taking a minor pause before the next race. Some of our runners need to replenish their fluids and whatnot. Such a great game, MMX. You can play it 1,000 times and it's still fun. Or in both of these runners' case, over 10,000 times. The victory run.
Oh, is Poison gonna try the strat again?
Ooh, I saw a safe state flash.
Oh, that was really close.
That was actually a very good attempt.
Yeah, it'd be cool if jump auto was a thing. Yeah, you'd have to learn from Akuma though. You can't be learning that from Ryu, Dr. Light.
Yeah. If only Dr. Light learned from Akuma instead of Goken. Goken and Akuma are indeed brothers. Alright, our players are readied up. The countdown begins. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Begin. Such good music throughout this whole game.
See how the bees treat them this time around. Last time Walrus got a pretty unfortunate pattern. Hopefully both of these guys get something good that they can work with.
RNG element number 1 defeated. There's a lot of RNG into this intro stage. Kinda sprinkled throughout, most of it at the end. You've got the B RNG, what attacks they do, which car firing patterns you'll get. Vile, there's ship RNG. It's like Walrus Prime has enough health to go for task cars. Poisoncurls just needed to make his way to the ship.
Oh, and Walrus missing the shot with the jump and shoot.
Ooh, the danger of task cars revealed its evil.
Ooh, and I think he took that death right before the last checkpoint of the stage.
Oh man.
He set back a little bit.
There is a checkpoint that'll put you up closer to the ship, so you can just work on the cars right away, but that's gotta be like a 45-second, maybe ish setback from Walrus Prime here. We'll find out soon.
They were looking pretty synced right before the task card, so I was considering saying, alright, we'll see how much time task card saves as this demonstration, but then he took that death.
That was a pretty fast intro by Poison. Taking the early lead. Almost got a good Vile, but he was a little jump happy.
Yeah, looks like that was about a 45-second death. A normal grab time is right around 2 minutes, and he just got like a 2:45.
And we know Poison is watching this race. He knows he's got to hold on to this lead with everything he's got.
We'll go sleeping on Penguin this time. Don't want to give it right back to Walrus.
Doing that little hop that our runners do in the beginning of intro and Penguin stage actually is a time save. It's not just a little, okay, here I am.
Yeah, coming from a dead stop, X kind of has a few frames of moving slower as he kind of gets up the speed, but if you do the little hop, you skip that and just go immediately to full walking speed. Only relevant in the first two stages, because after that you have dash boots, which automatically put you at top speed anyway.
Good door time from Poison. 4:15, Penguin. How many slides will he get? Now Walrus Prime coming up to No Stop Hallway. Nails it. Like the champ he is. Oh. The double slide Pango.
Looks like Poison gets out with 4 slides.
Not too bad. Unfortunate that one of them was double slide. Double slides in almost every circumstance it's worse than 2 individual slides. Because while he's sliding, you get to charge up sometimes, and that kind of mitigates some of the time loss. But double slides is just bad.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the notorious triple slide and the rare quadruple slide. That's the most I've seen before. Getting the fast turtles for the second section of the turtles. Turtles really can be broken up into 2 sections. There's 4 turtles. Section 1 is the first turtle. Section 2 is the rest of the 3. So nailing that second half.
Oh, right while he's free. 2 in a row, dude.
Wow.
That's impossible, and he got it twice.
Just like it's nothing. Absolutely incredible.
And once again, the turtles are impossible.
Right while it's free, turtles are impossible. Nice iceless from Poison there.
Yeah, looks like he wasn't happy with the setup the first time, so he just dials it back, just sets it up again and nails it. No, Walrus didn't get bad luck on the Penguin, he just died in the intro on task cars.
The Quanger Tango. Famous dance. X thinks he's listening to tango music. Boomer Quanger thinks he's listening to metal music with the headbangs.
What kind of music goes along with the teleports, though?
Elevator music.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, it's magic carpet time.
Alright, is Walrus Prime going for the good old chameleon third again? Or is he gonna steal Poison's route and go bird third? Oh no! Platform grab this time around.
Uh-oh. That's about a 15-second loss from Poison's side. Still has the lead, though.
Ooh, and he gets a drop. And he gets the grab.
Twice in a row.
Yeah, boy. Oh. Charged Buster into ice on the wall.
So basically, how what Walrus Prime was doing, he actually grabbed the heart without even touching it. He grabbed it basically the very moment it was loaded it into his boomerang, using wizardly strats. Requires a frame-perfect let go of the right button, or there's a few different setups, but that's the one that it looked like to me.
Yeah, you probably do have a little bit of wiggle room to space it just right, but I think in most cases people are just trying to get just the right position first try with no adjustments needed.
Poison getting the business from Eagle again, showing no mercy. Not what he wanted to see with the mist magic carpet. But he does come down at the end, giving him that fast end kill.
There we go, that's a more reasonable start to the fight. Getting a jump and blue shot right to the face.
Bam! On to the lava stage. Look at all that treacherous lava down below. Wait a minute, what? What?
What happened?
Oh, the glacier got redirected into the lava pits. We've now got rivers of ice instead of rivers of lava.
I think it's strange that the enemies still like break apart when they land on it though, coming off of the conveyor belts. Capcom, please fix your game.
Give us an update. Version 1.2. But give us juggle.
Yeah, bring back the glitches, but fix this stage.
That strat that Walrus went for with the Chameleon requires being able to juggle your boomerang. Only doable on the version 1.0. Well,
yeah, there's a lot of wacky behaviors on with boomerangs, so I think they just got rid of that ability entirely, rather than fixing everything individually.
It's not impossible to juggle a drop on 1.1, but it's not gonna happen. Nice flight by Walrus, picking up that life.
Yeah, you remembered. We were talking about before, Poison forgot about that one. Had to farm for it later in Dillo stage, Walrus. Paying attention, remembering what he needs.
And this is the same ship that we saw in the intro. Finally, we get to just rip it apart. No more RNG from the ship. And the Eagle shows up, says, I've still got some RNG for you, boy. Hanks is like, what are you talking about, boy? I'm over 200 years old.
Does it really count if he was asleep for all of it? Like, pretty much all of it, though?
Probably not.
Doesn't really have a whole lot of experience. He's just got a whole bunch of, like, automated testing. That ship has a really weird fate when you get the Phantom Grab in the stage, though. Just because the background in the fight normally is scrolling by super quick, indicating that the ship is like fallen down, but it was just frozen there, so I guess that ship ain't moving anymore.
It's stuck in a time lock or something, just stuck hovering in the air for the rest of eternity, following the Earth.
Poisoncurls doing pretty well so far in this stage, taking care of Thunder Slammer.
Very good strats. Using Tornado. You can't go wrong with the Tornado strats.
Boomerang you can go a little wrong with.
Yeah, you can just start bouncing around for days.
There we go. Little trouble getting the boomerangs to actually go downward.
So unfortunately, our runners are on different routes right now, so it's difficult to exactly determine who's in the lead and who's behind right now.
Yeah, when they diverged, Poison had a decent lead, but he's missed a couple strats, and his route overall is a little slower, so we'll see what the culminating effect of that is in a few minutes once they both finish the 8 maps.
It does seem like he should still have a bit of a lead at the current moment, but Walrus Prime is quickly catching up. On to Dillo stage. Will the bats drop some gold for us? Ooh, there's some gold. It's a bit too low. Very, very precise strat. I would say that Phantom Grab is more difficult than the Chameleon Third Phantom Grab that Walrus Prime did.
Yeah, that one's definitely, like, all the Phantom Grabs that rely on your vertical movement are way trickier to do. The ones that have horizontal movement, you can control that way more easily.
Walrus Prime picking up that heart.
Ooh, that last boomerang that Poison fired, I thought that was gonna be stuck on the edge of the screen for a long time, preventing him from weapon swapping. I've seen that before.
The lag rang of doom.
Oh, charged fire wave, let's go.
Fire wave strats. Fire wave. Poison taking out Dillo. Bam! Just melting his health bar with Spark. Walrus getting a little rough hallway there. Someone pretty awesome just founded that strat for that hallway. His name is Sam.
Not getting any luck on Thunder Slimer though. Firing the boomerang at him and then crossing over. Seeing if he'll come down, but instead he just wiggled around on the top of the screen. No ball hard that time.
Consistency backup strat.
Yeah, it's nice that that one is so free. Really doesn't lose that much time to go for ball hard in this. We pretty much set up perfectly for the next one.
I'm stubborn, I'll turn back around sometimes.
Like, no, I could do this strat.
Going for that dash right in the beginning of the fight. Showing some interesting strats off, only doable on the Chameleon Third route.
Nice, just tanking everything in the corner.
Although it is possible also in the waterless route.
I remember when, I believe Hetfield was doing that strategy for a little while, just sitting in the corner, tanking Mandrill, and just getting the really nice, convenient, quick hits in. And then other people started copying it and just dying in the fight over and over.
field watching somewhere, just laughing maniacally. The secret is the armor upgrade.
Oh, and Walrus gets the grab. Nice. Not gonna have to
Pristine.
see that mole borer ever again.
Is running away from the lag monster full speed. Very impressive. That's about an 8-second time save for Walrus. Doing everything he can to catch back up after that intro death.
Poison going into his final Maverick before Walrus, so he's definitely in a better position than he was last run.
Ooh. Although poisoncurls does indeed need to yet get the penguin heart.
Yeah.
So our runners are getting close to sync. And it looks like a close one from my point of view.
Yeah, hopefully Poison doesn't have another catastrophe on the Dilla revisits. That cart is notoriously tricky. It has all the big plays.
He'll try and land on it and whoops, what? I fell through the middle? Nice toe strats by poisoncurls, saving those frames.
Oh, not despawning his boomerang this time. Good too.
Hey yo. Got the mini boss rush. Walrus Prime, cutting out the lag with the C Sting. Jumping through the fish. We've got swamp water. We've got salt water. All the makings of an MMX speedrun.
Somehow we don't have a bunch of rusty robots though.
Got that little piece of garbage following him. The garbage blob. Once was a nice little heart battery thing. Just turns into a garbage blob. Nice infinite combo by Poison. Taking out the final Maverick. Looks like Walrus Prime might have a slight lead at this point.
It looks like he should be a little bit ahead.
But
Poison's
it's
going into his penguin revisit, and I think before he gets the heart, Walrus should be starting his Dillo revisit.
We'll see. Takes one bonk, but a right bonk. Right bonks are good. Better than left. Almost to the heart.
And yeah, looks like Walrus does have a little bit of a lead. Well, probably a little bit more. I don't think Poison got the Phantom Grab and Dillo, and unlikely to actually get it.
It's a very hit or miss strat.
Yeah.
Very difficult. Maximum difficult Phantom Grab. Trumped only by Quanger Skip. But we don't see that in here. Only any percent. Poisoncurls coming up to that Phantom Grab attempt. Doesn't get a drop.
Typical.
Typical bats.
And yeah, Walrus should have enough lives. He stopped for a brief moment in Eagle stage to get the one up that was sitting out.
So coming up to revisits, dunking himself in the pit. We're gonna see that 2 more times from Walrus. And a few times by Poison. Looks like he's behind by a little bit less than a visit. Which, that makes this a pretty close race right now.
Yeah, if anything goofy happens, like missing Air Hotto or Dillo skip or something, that could decide everything.
And another. Lots of jumping up and down on the cart. There are birds that show up in this section, and when you're not standing on the cart, the birds will not spawn. So during the triggers, we're making sure to be in the air. The birds cause lots of lag. They get in your face. They're like pigeons just pooping all over the place, mucking up the game. So we can avoid seeing all of them, potentially, every single lap. We got
Walrus is
Walrus.
off to the fortress. Poison not far behind, he's just getting his Hotto now.
Poison getting ready for the shield iframed task sleep strat.
Oh, bonks the purple guy anyway.
Backs it up into leap of faith. Nails it.
Just is a little awkward because the bonking those guys only does 1 damage when ideally you want to be taking 2 from everything.
So that bonk was, even though we're taking intentional damage here, that means that bonk was a straight up bonk, not beneficial in any way. Poisoncurls coming up to leap of faith.
Ooh.
Oh,
Saves it though.
that clutch save.
Yeah.
He's still in it.
Definitely atypical of Leap of Faith beefs. Almost always death when it messes up.
That was a pretty sick save there, I gotta say. Got Vile again, another unwinnable fight. Making sure we got 6 or less health. Me and speedrunners.
Good thing we got our boy Zero to destroy the ride armor, otherwise this would be the end of the game.
You would just fight Vile until you died. And then the credits would play. I really want to see a game that ends that way. That's not an old arcade game with a kill screen.
If they gave Mega Man X an easy mode, like this is where it would end. You know, like so many other games, just like don't have the final level.
Perfect.
Like this is where it ends in easy mode. You can't kill him. And Walrus finally getting the chameleon, or not chameleon, Kawanger Hadoken. That's a really annoying one if Kawanger isn't cooperating.
It's some bad RNG with the teleports. Gives Poison a chance to catch up some more. This is getting close. If they made the game like that, I would want them still to have Zero jump on his back and blow up, but then some kind of dialogue box be like, ha, useless.
Yeah, I was ready for that.
2939 Ching by Walrus Prime. Let's see what kind of pattern we get here. No babies, that's good. That saves a second. Boom, spiders down. It's a good name for that boss. Bow spider. But okay. Walrus Prime getting the free RNG. Even though he jumped over that ice shot, it looked substantially. That's intentional because there's another RNG you can get that the ice shot just kind of flops out really slowly and can really get in your way. You always have to defend against that RNG.
I'm still just waiting for someone to implement the sick task strat, where you take a da boost on the ice block and Hadouken through it.
That sounds wild.
Not advisable in real time. So if you have to sub-tank, you lose like well over a second and a half.
Green Eye, not what he's looking for. It's that hot one cycle.
The PSP remake people have done speedruns of. I don't know if anyone's active in it at the moment. That one had some cool features though, like you can get the Hadouken first time around in Dillo stage if you do Dillo last.
Oh man, world record is free. Why isn't anyone running that version?
It also gives you a second shoot button, so the intro is pretty cool because you just mash with 2 buttons.
Oh snap. I bet someone would come up with some kind of quad mash strat.
I think QTT6 played that for a while. I don't remember if he snagged the record and still has it, or if someone else beat him.
Oh, it's Prime going for Air Hutto.
Oh, and he nails it.
No surprise, coming from the king of MMX.
Not far behind him though. poisoncurls coming up to do us. Yep.
Reminded him, knocking on the door, I'm still here. Nice skip.
Yeah, Walrus has to be pretty vegan from here on out. No beefing allowed. Clipper 1 now hosting. Oh snap.
Hello everyone from Clipper Stream.
Poison getting the air hotto.
Nice. Nice octo kill from Walrus.
And when Poison getting a jump too. His jump's a little more annoying than the one Walrus got though. Just to bait him down from the ceiling before he can Hadouken instead of just moving forward and Hadoukening backward. Aww, and the huge jump where you missed the dash.
A big slow water jump. Another boss down. Coming up to a cool strat on Walrus Prime's side on the left. Dom Dukin.
And he nails it.
Explosions.
It was a nice one too. The top half didn't really move very far at all.
Optimal strats. Oh yeah. And the frame perfect mammoth kill. Mammoth's just like, what just happened? Time to download it into a new body. That Dom Duke and Strats coming up on the right. Ooh, misses.
Didn't quite jump up top. It was a difficult strat just because of how tight the timing window is to get everything together. And this is it. Walrus's last chance to choke it.
16 rolling shields wait for victory. Will we see the double KO? I seriously doubt it.
If we do, I hope it's the cool one where X just kind of zooms up and down on the screen. $36.05.
Boom! Takes the win.
That's a really good time considering he had a 45-second death in the intro. He was killing it for the entire rest of the run.
Wild time, wow. And now poisoncurls finishing out his race. Right on his heels. But alas, Walrus found the epic cliff face to gaze upon as he ponders.
Poison showing off some buster strats.
Alright. 37.02. Nice.
And not too shabby.
A good race time.
Hello?
Hello?
Big
Hello.
day.
Yeah, big day.
Dude, sweet runs.
Yeah, they were alright.
Yeah,
Considering
I really...
36.05 with a 45-second death in the intro. I wouldn't be complaining.
No, yeah, I mean, I can complain about it. I died. I mean, that sucks, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean the whole rest of the run though.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Got the key phantom grabs and all that jazz, so... You know, pretty good luck for most of the bosses. Rango was a bit of a butthead, but... Looks like Poison's here. GG, Poison.
Yo, GG.
Thanks for the races, man.
Yeah, man, it was fun.
Looked like he had a pretty tough run, that first one. I was kind of watching out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah, I died to Penguin, and it just went downhill from there, and then
Yeah, the final
I
hit.
knew it was over, so I just kind of was messing around for the rest of the run.
Oh, it's never over, dude.
Yeah.
Clipping
It
through
was-
the cart on that visit. Just
That-
like there was no worse spot to clip through the cart, especially when your lives were already tight as it was.
Yeah. I thought of a suit. I clipped through the cart!
I clipped through the cart when you said that.
Yeah, there's a classic clip of Sopanama clipping through that cart in a race.
Oh,
That was...
highlighted on Tokyo's channel.
It might be, yeah. It might be on both channels, I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
But,
second race, I saw you died on the intro, and I'm like, yeah, I'm ahead. And then I missed carpet, and I'm like, damn.
Oh, dang.
So, yeah.
That was
It
still
was
Yeah, that
fun.
was
really close to coming out of the 8 mavs and going into visits. You were like maybe one visit behind.
Yeah, it was pretty close at the end there. It looked like near the end of the 8 Mavericks, you might have still had a little bit of the lead, maybe. But
Well, it's so hard to tell, right? Because I
Yeah.
do my visit early. I'm sorry, my route screws everything up for the viewers, but it's faster, so I'm doing it.
It's okay. I don't think anyone was accusing you of being a horrible monster for taking a route that you like.
nailing
I
the
was really nervous about that trick. I was really glad. I got first try drops both times and got the grab. So
Yeah.
like that was
Yeah,
really...
when I saw you going into Chameleon the first time around, I was like a little worried. Like, how's this gonna go? Was this actually intentional, or was this just muscle memory messing with him? And he's like, no, I
No, it's
do
intentional. I'm not. I might not do it every single race, but I'm gonna start every set with Chameleon third. So
Yeah,
And then
because
if
you
I-
know you're gonna win against me either way. So
no. Come on.
Not
I'm
with
gonna-
a death in the intro.
Right? I thought that one was over. And then at that point, I was like really considering just like abandoning Chameleon third because I'm already down a life. I don't want to go throw another one in that pit and lose even more time. But I was, you know what? I made it a decision. If I haven't lost a race in a set yet, I'm gonna do Chameleon third. That's my plan. But if my tournament life is on the line in one race, I'm gonna be doing bird third.
Sounds reasonable.
and nailing right wall on Boomer 2 times in a row.
That was
Literally free, and then the turtle climb not as free.
Yeah, totally impossible.
Right wall's free. Turtles are impossible.
Yeah.
That's how it goes with the right wall. Like, something else has to be beefed. You're not allowed to do everything right.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that first race, man, I went for the the spark strat before Chameleon, and it didn't hit him. So I bonked that guy, or I took that pickaxe to the face, and I was like, pretty sure when I had to tank earlier, or wherever, I forget where I had to tank earlier, I used my last tank, and I was like listening for health for the rest of the run, and I don't think I had any. So that's why I didn't even bother. I just went straight for the
okay.
I didn't think I had any.
Sense.
Yeah, I didn't think I had.
You were just showboating because you were so far ahead.
No. I didn't think I had the juice in the tank to even do the strat. It'd be interesting to watch that back, but
You were saying you were trying to take advantage of the opportunity to show off your favorite strat.
it is one of my favorite strats, and then I beefed it. So
Because just a little bit prior, Poison had gone for the left wall list vile skip.
Oh
like,
baby,
on the door. It's like, oh man, Walrus has sick tech too. Check this out.
yeah,
nice.
it was way short though. So
that strat's so tough.
Yeah, but then you went for that right vile skip method, and you only missed it by like 3 frames or 4 frames worth of movement. That was pretty sick.
yeah, we were waiting for Walrus to come back, and I was like, screw it, let's try it, and it was close. It was close.
Well, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for the races, Poison. I'm glad I got to race you.
Yeah, it's an honor, man. It's an honor. It was fun. It was fun.
The quarterfinals.
Yeah, good luck in the rest of the tournament, man.
Oh yeah, Colonel Fatso next. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I don't think I don't know that 3605 is gonna cut it.
Yeah, no dying in the intro.
Yeah.
If that happens again, you gotta call for a mulligan.
Let's go.
Crack another R button in half.
Jeez. Yeah.
Oops, my console just turned off on its own. Can we restart?
Yeah. Well, GG's again. I'm gonna roll out and get some dinner. So.
Cool, man. Big day.
Big day.
All right, GG's.
What's next here? I think it's the podcast thing they do, right?
The rundown.
The rundown, yeah, rundown coming up. Stick around for that.
Yeah. So, oh, what?
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, Poison. Are you gonna keep grinding MMX, going for that 4X, the 35 4X?
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, it's a never-ending grind. So
The forever grind, dude.
yeah, the forever grind. Yeah, man. I got some other projects coming up. I'm probably going to be focusing for the rest, like a big goal for the year is to learn no major glitches in A Link to the Past.
Oh baby, we can
that's
race that
fun
next.
category.
Yeah, that would be cool, man. Yeah, that's a.
I'll get back into it, and then we can get destroyed by a walrus.
That time's over. That's just okay in that game.
I mean, I only ran it like 4 times. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what's up, man.
Thanks for commentary,
Good
guys.
stuff.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, glad to be here. Very fun.
I'm gonna go watch the other tournament races happening, I think. Yeah. So
Cool.
I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.
All right, guys.
Peace.